Today, we're going to explore this really beautiful, kind of mysterious philosophy. But we're not going to do it with a textbook. Nope. We're going to do it through a simple, quiet moment between two people under a moonlit sky. So let's just jump right in and set the scene. So our story opens up under this kind of eerie glow of the east moon. The whole setting just feels charged, you know? There's this unspoken energy, a silence that feels like it's just waiting for something to happen. And right into this stillness walks a traveler, a guy named Jaru. And he spots this small, pale figure, a young woman, standing right near the cliff's edge. She seems totally alone, completely out of place. And his first thought is just pure concern, right? Is she okay? Does she need help? So he walks up to her, but not with any alarm, just this gentle calm. And I think this is really important. He doesn't ask, hey, what are you doing here? Or anything like that. He just offers his name. And that simple act, right there, it creates this little pocket of trust from the very beginning. And her response? It's just as quiet as the night. No words at all. Just this shy little wave. He asks if she's alone. And she just nods. It's this incredibly fragile connection, being built entirely on gestures. So seeing her there all by herself in the quiet, Jaru's concern just naturally turns into action. He makes this direct offer of warmth, of safety. It's such a simple human thing to do, just an offer of protection against the cold night. And this is the real turning point. This whole silent back and forth, it all leads to this one small but really powerful moment. She looks up at him and she smiles. And that smile just breaks right through her quiet shell. It's a silent thank you, but it connects them more deeply than any words ever could have. Think about it. He came over to help someone he thought was lost. But then, in her simple, grateful response, he's the one who finds himself completely captivated. Maybe he's the one who's lost now, but in a totally different, much more profound way. Okay, so what really happened on that cliffside? Was this just a nice guy helping a girl in need, a simple act of kindness, or was there something much, much deeper going on here? That's where this philosophy called Arreqqana comes in. And this idea is called threaded resonance, and it totally reframes everything we just witnessed. See, it suggests that the universe isn't run by some fixed destiny. It's all about sensitivity. The idea is that everything, everywhere, is constantly humming with potential. And the right path for you? It's the one that vibrates in harmony with you. You just have to learn how to listen. All right, let's break this down a little. For the Arreqqana, time isn't just a straight line. Nope, it's braided. The past, the present, they're always woven together, influencing the future. And you're not just one single thing. You're more like a woven tapestry, made up of all these different threads. And this is the really key part. Divination, for them, isn't about predicting some locked-in future. It's about seeing the patterns all around you so that you can make a more resonant choice. And this really gets to the heart of the whole philosophy. There's no script you're forced to follow. Your soul is a living, breathing thing. It's dynamic. And the more you learn to listen to these frequencies, these vibrations, the more power you have to actually weave your own path. Okay, so if the big secret is to listen, well, how do you actually do that? That's where we get into what they call the art of sacred reading. And this isn't just one single practice. It's this whole rich spectrum of arts. I mean, look at this. It ranges from something super personal and tactile like thread reading, which is almost like feeling the energy of a soul just by touch, all the way to something incredibly modern like spirit tech, which uses digital frequencies to find a signal in all the noise. What this really shows us is that for the Arreqqana, the how isn't as important as the what. The medium doesn't matter as much as the focused act of listening itself.
So, with this whole idea of threaded resonance in our heads, let's go all the way back to that cliffside. Let's look at what Jeru did, but this time through this brand new lens.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. On the surface, yeah, it's a simple act of compassion, a kind gesture. But if we do an Arreqqana reading of it, Jeru wasn't just being nice. He was being spiritually attuned. He felt the vibration of that whole moment, her solitude, the stillness of the night, and his action was the resonant response. His kindness was actually a form of divination. It was him choosing the path that just hummed with clarity.
You know, among Arreqqana seers, there's this common saying that just perfectly captures this entire philosophy. It goes, Nasare, Nachia, Nakaravin.
And what that means is through soul, through thread, through reading, clarity will hum. See? It's not about finding some loud, obvious answer. It's about tuning yourself in so that the right path just makes itself known, like a gentle, clear hum, exactly like Jeru's simple, perfect act of kindness.
And of course, this whole idea goes way beyond our little story. It really asks us to think about our own lives, doesn't it? What silent threads are out there for you? What quiet moments, what gut feelings, what little opportunities for connection are vibrating just beneath the surface, just waiting for you to stop, get still, and really listen?